Oh, thank you very much. Kenneth mentioned in the introduction to my background is in radio and advertising, but he failed to mention I am the ad man who came up with that famous advertising slogan, good till the last drop. Only problem is I proposed that for the Otis Elevator Company. Marcia Bales called me. She said, Bryan, do you have experience speaking to groups? I said, Marcia, what you talking about? I was raised down here in Alabama on a rural party line. I've been speaking to groups all my life. My daughter said, Daddy, what's the party line? I said, baby, that's the original version of the internet. Oh, but I'll tell you, you can have interesting experiences when you travel all over this wonderful country of ours, speaking for all kinds of groups of people like I get to do. I was speaking for a farm group in Pennsylvania one time. They had some nice door prizes. First one, right off the bat, an Amish farmer won a radar detector. And then I was speaking for a group up in Michigan one time, Adrian, Michigan. I don't know why it is. Every time I go up north, people say, you're not from around here, are you? And they was having their meeting at the country club in Adrian, Michigan. You go to some town where you never been before and you try to find the country club after dark. The country club is not located downtown. There are no signs downtown show you how to get out to the country club. And convenience store clerks not only do not know where the country club is, they really do not care where the country club is. So I walk in this convenience store, Adrian, Michigan, old boy standing behind the counter. I say, hey, Bubba, where's the country club? He said, look in the cooler next to the old Milwaukee. And then I spoke for a group here in Texas, East Texas. I spoke at the Mineola Hay Show a number of years back, and hey, all right, yeah. And they had me sitting up at the head table, and I got talking to this cowboy up there, and I asked him, I said, I always want to know why cowboys dress like you do. He said, boy, you see this hat with a wide brim on it? I said, yes, sir, I see it. He said, I wear a hat with a wide brim on it, keep the sun out of my eyes and the wind out of my hair. He said, you see this big metal belt buckle? I said, yes, sir, I see it. He said, I wear a metal belt buckle, keep the saddle horn from poking me in the belly. Wear leather chaps to keep the briars and brambles from scratching my legs. He said, I've started wearing these flip-flops so people won't think I'm a truck driver. Then I spoke in Oklahoma. I didn't hear nobody hollering about that. I spoke at the Cherokee Strip Conference Center, Enid, Oklahoma. A group of Native Americans, they love to laugh, and after it's all over, the chief got up and made some closing comments. And he called me back up to the front and announced he's going to give me a tribal name. And he named me Walking Eagle. And I could not wait to get back to Alabama, tell my neighbors, Walking Eagle. Then he went on to explain a tribal name must mean something. Walking Eagle means you so full of it you can't fly. Well, you know, people ask me, what kind of speaker are you? I tell them I'm a humorist if you laugh, but if you don't laugh, I have to be a motivational speaker. I spoke for a group of county agents one time. One of them came up after it's over and said, you like to scared me half to death. I said, how's that? He said, every year they bring somebody here and try to motivate us, and you almost done it. I want to apologize if I wobble around just a little bit. I had knee surgery a few months ago, and I'm still kind of a little soft on this left knee right here. It was a torn meniscus, which is the same thing that Tiger Woods had. Only difference, I didn't tear mine playing golf. Mine's no football injury. Super Bowl VII. Terry Bradshaw rolled out to pass, and I fell off a bar stool and busted that knee right there. They've had me on some pretty strong medication for pain, and I've learned that medication can be better than vacation because you don't have to go nowhere, but you see a bunch of things you ain't ever seen before. And with that said, it's good to be with you here in Topeka tonight. Oh, I know where I am. I'm in Corpus Christi. I'm staying right down the beach here at the Omni Hotel, which is a nice place, you know. I don't ever know where I'm going to be. Sometimes it's real nice, sometimes not so nice. And somebody having a party over at the Omni Hotel. I don't know who it was, but I was going to take me a little nap this afternoon. There was a knock on the door, and I peeped through that little peephole, and there's a fellow just standing there swaying back and forth. I said, "Can I help you?" He says, "Is this my room?" I said, "No, this ain't your room. This is my room." I laid back down. I've been laying down 5 minutes, and knock on the door. I peeped through the little peephole. There he was again. I said, "What you want now?" He says, "Is this my room?" I said, "No, this is my room." And I'm sorry. We walked on down the hall. I laid back down 5 minutes, knock on the door again. I peeped through the hole. There he is. I said, "What you want now?" He said, "You got every room in the hotel." Finished my nap. I got up and took a shower. I got dressed, getting ready to come over here. There's a knock on the door. I peeped through the hole. There's a woman standing there. I said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" She said, "Do you want the turn down service?" I said, "No, ma'am, I got that at home last night." I was up in the Ozarks not long ago, and I stayed at a hotel called the Sims Motor Lodge. I knew that was not a national chain, you know. And when I walked in the front door, they had a cowbell tied to the doorknob with a leather strap, clang, clang, clang. I walked in, this woman appeared out behind the counter. She said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I have a reservation." She said, "Oh, you must be Mr. Townsend. You're the only one that's ever had a reservation here, you know."